Hey guys, welcome to my Be Pretty makeup channel. Today we're going to discuss how to take care of your brows at home. And this is a topic that really excites me. I've been a professional makeup artist for almost 18 years now, and I have come and seen through many different brow trends, some of them ridiculous and some of them quite flattering. So today I'm going to just share my best tips for shaping and grooming your brows at home. Now I do have a couple of tools that I highly recommend, and we're gonna go through how I use each of them. But to start, we're gonna talk about the brow razor. So this is a straight edge thing that I picked up at Sally Beauty Supply. You can order it online, I'm sure. I have my scissors. Now these are from Sephora. They are, they have a cute little groomer thing on them, and they help trim the length. So I really like that. Tweezers, of course. I have one that does both the pointy edge and the flat edge. I'm gonna be honest, I always use the flat edge. I just really like getting in there with that. And the pointy end is for those things that can get stuck under the skin, but I exfoliate really well, so if you do that, not a problem. I have my Ruby May dual brow groomer. So it's got the spoolie on one end and then the angle on the other. And then I have one pencil. I got this in my Try Beauty Box subscription. It's from Eyebrow, and it's a dark ash brown color and pencil. And then I have my, from Janice Carroll, I have a clear brow and lash gel. Then I have my Motives Essential Brow Kit. This is my be all and end all. I use this on every client. And it's got a light, a dark, and a wax. And this is mine. I always take the, when it hits pan, I take it out of my kit and I use it for myself, because why not? I'm going to use my Angel eyeliner from Motives to show you how I shape my brow. And this is a trick you can use at home as well. So okay, where do we start? First, I'm going to trim the brows, and I hope I can get a little bit closer and show you. So I'm gonna brush upward first. And you can see, I don't know, can you see that? The hairs that pop up? Oh, like that one. Oh my gosh, do you see that? Okay, so I do that. I'm actually gonna slide off because there, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing on the edges here and just see if there's anything that's a little bit too long. That works. And I'm gonna just do the ends. My eyebrow ends do tend to get a little long, and I'll show you what I mean, but there. Okay, so that's one brow. The next one, I know I had a few, yeah, I had a few on this side that were like super unruly. There. I feel like these ends aren't quite as long, so I'm all right here. Just do a little. There. Okay, so from here, if you need to do, if you have a lot of stray hairs, one of the great things to do is start to measure. So this is working with the points on your face. Okay, so it's not really following a trend per se, but really, I'm gonna use my pencil so I can show you the areas that I mark for creating my brow shape. So the first place I mark, I come up from my nose through the inner corner of my eye, and this is where the brow needs to start. So I can just do that there, and then do the same thing on the other side. So from the outer edge of the nose through the inner eye and right there. Now, brow trends, some people have them starting inner, like you could almost drag it down to here. And that's just the style, that's your preference, okay? But this is definitely have it come to here. Okay, then through the corner of my nose, through the pupil of my eye when I'm looking straight ahead, I come straight up, and this is where the highest part of my arch should be. So right in here, and I'm just gonna do a little dot, okay? And we'll do the same thing on this side. Right there. Okay, then for the length of your brow, and this is where I personally have a lot of trouble, you wanna go through the corner, through the end of your eye, and then straight up. And I always have a little bit of length there. So for me, I'm going to take my straight razor. So I'll mark this end right there. And then I take my straight razor and I press down and scrape away. And I just shorten it with just the tip that gets off. So same thing on my other side. Oh yeah, you can totally see. I don't know if you can see where the hair extends, but so I go right there, press down and scrape away. And this is a nice, gentle, straight razor. It's not too sharp because it is designed for your eyebrows, and it's super convenient. And I can just sterilize that and save it for next time, next month. Okay, so I've got my 3 points, 1, 2, 3. Now, the next point that I wanna do is actually, I wanna make sure from here to here is straight. So it's straight all the way across. I just do this visually. I don't actually mark it, but if you had a piece of paper, which I don't actually have a straight piece of paper with me, but if I had a piece of paper, I could just put the paper along so that this point and this point are the same height, okay? And then from this point and this point, you want those to be the same height as well. So just going with, like, maybe I can use the edge of this. Okay, so I could like lift this side just a little bit to get it the same height. Then you wanna do the same thing with the points underneath. So that point and that point. And you can actually see I'm missing just a little bit of brow in this area. So I'm going to crouch into my mirror and have a look. Can you still see me? Just like that. Wah. That makes such a huge difference. I'm just gonna gently fill in this side while I'm at it. And so when I'm starting to fill, I'm starting with my pencil and I'm just going to do very short, quick flecks with the brush. With the pencil. And my brows are fairly thick, so that's all I need there. I'm going to switch to my powder. I love the look of powder brows. And I actually got my brows tattooed. I do need a small touch up, so, but I went and got them tattooed in the powder brow technique by Andrade Artistry out of Paris, Ontario, and she is the bomb. Love her. Now, my hair is fairly dark, so I am going to use a dark shadow powder for my brows. I'm not going to use black, as black can be a bit too harsh. You can maybe shade with the black, but I wouldn't recommend filling in completely. And if you're super light, you wanna then go a little bit darker than your natural hair. So we never really wanna match the color to the color perfectly. There should be a little bit of a variance there. So I'm going to load up my angle brush, and remember where I targeted my peak there? I'm actually just gonna come in here and fill that in. So I've just created my arch, and I'll do the same thing on the other side so it matches. There. Okay, that already makes a huge difference. Now, if you happen to have really unruly brows, and you can't really tell where your shape is. Once you've mapped out those points that we went over, I would recommend taking a white eyeliner and tracing where the unwanted hair is. So I'm gonna do it on myself and then show you with my straight razor how I clean that up, or with tweezers if I happen to find anything that needs tweezers. But basically I'm gonna come under here and I'm gonna start to highlight this angle, okay? And I'm doing it on both sides and they should match. And I'm gonna drag it out to my arch and then start shaping it down. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna use my little mirror to see better. And I'm really gonna fill that in. I hope you can see. That really helps set my shape. From here, I am going to just fill in this inner point with the powder. And then I'll do the same on the other side, just to correct the shape. Ah, amazing. Now I'm gonna do the same thing above my brow. You can see I still have trouble with my arches, so this is gonna really correct that. So, I'm gonna start over here. Okay. So here I'm going to brush my brow hair down just to make sure I can really get the shape and any stray hairs that are above my eyebrow. So I'm going to comb it all down to do above first. So if I saw any hair that needed plucking, I would take my straight edge and just slide underneath and pluck them away. And there's just a couple there. Now I'm sure I have a lot of baby hair or the Vela hair, and I'm just gonna take my brow groomer and I'm gonna come as a straight line and brush up. Straight line and up. And this is just going to fix, particularly on this outer tail, I do have a lot of stray hair that grow towards my hairline. And this just cleans it, gives it a beautiful sharp edge. And I'll come on the other side. There. There's just a couple of stray hairs. Okay, amazing. I still don't quite have my arch on each side. So I'm going to build up the point right here. And then angle it down. There, and that's just to match. Okay, I'm gonna brush them up. And I'm gonna have another look underneath to see if I have any stray hair underneath. So I'm gonna take my same straight razor. I don't have any super outrageous black hair coming out. So if I did, I would use my tweezers. I don't, so I'm just gonna use my straight razor and I'm gonna come and gently scrape downward for anything that's there. I'm gonna brush the hair back up so it's not in the way. Oh yeah, there's a few there. I can't really see them, but I can tell from my razor. I had just a little bit, I don't know if you can see, you can't see, but I had just a little bit there to clean away. So I'm going to just spray it with my pH skin normalizer from Motives and wipe it with a cotton round. All right, so that's dry, and I'm gonna do the other eye. So make sure again that it's brushed upward, just so that I don't have, I'm not trimming anything I'm not supposed to trim. Okay, and I'm going to take my straight edge and scrape downward. That's perfect. And then come under my arch on an angle. Same thing, there's just a little bit of stray hairs that shouldn't be under the tail end. So it just seems to me like my tail likes to sprout a little bit more, but that's okay. So I don't need my white line anymore. I'm going to take just a little bit of eye cream and tap it between my two fingers. And I'm just going to clean up under my eyebrow. I'm gonna use it's easier with my little mirror here. I'm just gonna gently blend away the top. Kind of gives me a super nice highlight. Oop. And then I'm just going to smooth it all out with my spoolie. There. All right, so now my brows are definitely more perfected. Okay, and the last thing I'm gonna do that I almost forgot about, I am going to use my brow gel and I'm going to just brush my brows, and then I wanna brush and hold the spoolie in place so my brows stay where I want them to. Just like that. There. All right, and there you have it. That is your at-home brow grooming tutorial. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below or shoot me a message. Contact me on social media, however you prefer. My name is Rachel Jones from @BePrettyMUA, and yeah, go clean up your eyebrows. Bye guys.